Welcome to the January edition of the Grafana Agent Community Call. Today we're going to talk about a couple topics. The first one we've got is compatible component links in our reference documentation. And the second one is some information on meta monitoring with the Grafana agent. So with that, I'm going to kick it over to Piotr, who's going to talk about the compatible component links. Thanks, Piotr.
Thank you. So, hi, I'm Piotr, software engineer on Grafana Agent Squad, and I wanted to show you one thing that we have added recently to our reference documentation, which is compatible components. So, if you are browsing flow mode documentation, and you might be using our reference docs a lot. So for example, if I go to component reference, let's say I'm trying to discover targets in Kubernetes, so I would use discovery Kubernetes component. Yes, you might find this documentation to be like the most exhaustive, most useful for finding all the configuration properties that you need. However, it becomes sometimes hard to find what components can connect with each other. So in order to facilitate that, we added at the bottom of every reference page this section called compatible components. And in this case, we can see that Discovery Kubernetes has exports that can be consumed by the following components. So all the components that consume targets. If I click on this link, it gets me to this list that shows components that that can consume targets. So if I then let's say select Prometheus, I can see that Prometheus Scrape can consume targets. What else? Discovery process, discovery label. And in this way, I can kind of start building my pipeline and discover what can talk to what. So let's see a little bit more, a few more examples of this. So if I click on Prometheus Scrape, again, gets me to the reference page with all the configuration details. And then at the bottom, again, we have the section that can redirect you to other components that can be connected. So for example, Prometheus metrics receiver. So let's see, there are other components that export Prometheus metrics receiver. For instance, Prometheus remote write. That might be another component you might want to consider. So, and then again, it also, you can see the reference page and then compatible components. So this way, we hope to kind of address the problem and make it a little bit easier to build pipelines by adding those links. And there's also like this dedicated page over here called compatible components. This is auto-generated. We are just getting started with generating maybe more useful things in docs. And you can also see that this is a preview of new structure. So in general, yeah, watch this space. There will be new things coming. And please let us know if you have any feedback. Having said that, are there any questions? All right. If there are no questions regarding this topic, I'll hand over back to Eric. Thank you.
Okay, great. Yeah, thanks, Peter. And now we're going to jump a little into some meta monitoring information. And if you have any questions, feel free to throw them in the chat or raise hand, and I'll try to catch them on my other monitor. Okay, let's get this set up. Okay, so meta monitoring for the Grafana agent. So the concept of meta monitoring is kind of, I think of it like this, is like who watches the watchmen. So we've got our monitoring systems, and the question is, well, how do we know if our monitoring systems are healthy? I suppose you could then take that and say, well, then who watches those, and keep going. But you know, you want to do like a reasonable depth there. So The question in this case is, for our Grafana agents, how do we know that the Grafana agent itself is healthy and everything is working? How do we answer that question? So here's, I guess, for the context for this presentation is our definition of meta monitoring, which is the process of being aware of our own monitoring capabilities. Here's a little diagram to describe the problem that we're talking about here. So one common solution is we have our apps and our infrastructure. They're getting data pulled into the Grafana agent or pushing data, and then that data is going into a telemetry database. The other path we have here, though, it's common that maybe you have a secondary meta monitoring telemetry database that you push the data for the Grafana agent into. You can push it into the main telemetry database as well. If that database were to go down, you may not have information, or if it's having issues. So you may want to do a secondary. So I just want to lay that out. So let's get started. So we're going to take a look at an example of how to do this today. We'll leverage some configs publicly maintained in the Grafana agent modules repository. We're going to target the Prometheus, Loki, and Tempo databases in Grafana Cloud. And I also like to say that this is a great way to make sure that your Grafana agent is up and running with connectivity. So that means, like, let's make sure that our Grafana agent can talk to our telemetry databases before we introduce additional variables such as exporters and other things. It's nice to know that, hey, I can get data from the agent to the telemetry database before adding those in, so that you know where, if there is a problem, you then know where in the pipeline that problem may exist. Some concepts that this will kind of rely on as we go through. Components, that's like the key building block in low configurations. Config blocks are, I guess, also in your configuration. They're similar to components, but a little bit different. In our case, we'll be leveraging the logging and the tracing config blocks. At the end, we're going to look at what this would look like with modules. We're going to start without, because I think that's the clearer example. But then I'll just briefly show what it would look like with modules. We'll make use of the River standard library with the environment variable functions to set our variables. There's other ways to do this, but that's the one we'll do for this presentation. And then we'll be running the Grafana agent with the CLI on the command line. So what are the steps to doing this? So step one, we're going to, you would install the Grafana agent on whatever platform, and the instructions here, I've throughout the presentation, in case you're watching this online, I've put the full link written out so that you can get to it. Once you've installed the agent, we'll follow the instructions in this demo here to run the agent. And for this one, you can kind of take this as your starting configuration file and then make it your own going forward if you just, copy paste it out of that repository. And here's the command that we're using to run it. So I'm resetting the storage path to a path that I have write privileges on my system, and I'm giving the path to that River configuration file. What does that look like? So here it is running with my specific stuff punched in, running that River file exactly as is with no modifications. Here I've created a little dashboard, and we can see we've got the metrics demonstrated here with some very simple queries just to kind of demo that the different types of data are getting where they need to go in Grafana Cloud. Over here we've got the traces, and then I've got a couple little log dashboards here with one showing just all the logs and then one showing if I had errors. Thankfully, in this case, no errors, so that's a good sign. Once we have the Grafana agent, we do have the debug UI available as well to click around and see things. It's going to be hosted on localhost, wherever the agent is running. And the default port is 12345. If you use the command line args to update the port that the agent is running on, then it will be on that same port. So you can take that River file mentioned previously and make it your own and go from there. But if you do want to use a pre-built module to do the same exact thing, we do have one available. So here's a link to it. And then on the right-hand side, this is the config file you will have to create yourself to reference that module that pre-exists. And in our case, this is where we make use of a couple of those config blocks. With modules today, config blocks cannot be defined within a module. They have to be at your top level config, which is why this module exports the trace input and the log receiver for use for forwarding logs and traces too. So yeah, and then you would repeat the previous steps for running the agent that you've installed, but now you're pointed at your newly created config file that looks something like the right-hand side. And the instructions to doing this are also here with this link. Closing thoughts. So yeah, Grafana, the monitoring for the Grafana agent allows us to track component health logs, resource usage, and there's much more. It's there's quite a bit of telemetry data that the agent comes with out of the box, so you can make use of that. And yeah, I say here, while we want it to just work, sometimes programs don't just work, and having this data is helpful. For example, if you're running out of memory or CPU, this is a way to track that data from the agent like you would with any other application. So that could be a reason why your monitoring is not working as you anticipate, and then it's something that you can address. So that's it. Any questions?